If you want to fight and you want to send a contract, send one to me. I will take a few weeks break from living my retired life to kick the living goofy, entitled like you. You know my name, Andrew Tate. Google it if you want to know more.
The boxing world was shaken to its core when news broke about a jaw-dropping $700 million offer.
World champions of the past, we have world champions of the present. Marissa Shields in the building.
For a rematch between Jake Paul and legendary heavyweight Mike Tyson. On his podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience, Joe Rogan didn't hold back his amazement and concern while discussing the monumental deal. Known for his deep love of combat sports and admiration for Tyson, Rogan approached the topic with both enthusiasm and caution. "I love Mike," Rogan started, his voice carrying a tone of reverence.
Two brothers, one cage. Jake Logan, you Tristan. Who comes out alive?
You know what? I'm trying so hard to not start internet beefs. I'm really trying not to. But
You could say Jake and Logan, man.
Bro,
don't worry about it.
No, I can't lie. But I'm going through life. I'm trying to live peaceful now.
He was larger than life growing up. When Tyson was champ, he wasn't just a boxer, he was a cultural phenomenon. You couldn't escape his presence. He was pure intimidation, walking destruction. People today don't realize just how massive of an icon he was back then. Seeing him fight was like watching a force of nature. Rogan's nostalgia for Tyson's heyday was palpable as he recounted the aura surrounding the heavyweight during his prime. However, Rogan also acknowledged Tyson's current stage of life and the realities of aging. At 58, Tyson is far removed from his prime, having dealt with significant health challenges, including a debilitating case of sciatica. He's still got that speed though, Rogan marveled.
That's delusion. That's delusion. I'm sorry.
Beef.
Look, Andrew, fighter, legitimate, badass motherfucker, strong mentality. I'm sorry, Tristan Tate is a weak link.
I say let's
He got a bad shoulder. He's shaped like a gingerbread man. I don't want no beef, but that's delusion.
PFO will set this up.
A MMA double tag team match.
10 million for everybody.
You might have a fight on your hand.
It's tough to see him push himself physically like that, knowing the risks involved. The massive offer reportedly comes from Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Turki Al Sheikh, a key figure in turning the country into a hub for global boxing events.
It's clear to me you are desperate for a reality check. You know what? If I made my money impressing 4-year-olds on YouTube and managed to somehow become a multimillionaire from it, I'd probably live in a dream world too. But let me explain something to you about combat sports. There are a whole bunch of men out here who will never be as famous as you, will never make the money you've made, who would kick the living out of you.
Known for his bold and unconventional approach, Al Sheikh has previously orchestrated high-profile bouts like Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk. With a vision to reinvigorate boxing for modern audiences, the Crown Prince's $700 million proposal is more than just a payday. It's a spectacle designed to captivate the world. The rematch also includes a dramatic stipulation. Tyson must knock out Jake Paul within 3 minutes to claim the full amount.
If you want to fight and you want to send a contract, send one to me. I will take a few weeks break from living my retired life to kick the living out of a goofy, entitled dickhead like...
Rogan found this condition both intriguing and concerning. 3 minutes? That's insane. Even for a young fighter, that's a tall order. And for Mike, at his age, it's almost impossible. Rogan said, "It feels like they're dangling this huge carrot in front of him, but the cost might be too high. Tyson doesn't need to prove anything to anyone at this point in his life." Jake Paul, the YouTuber turned boxer, has made headlines for his ability to sell fights and back up his promotional genius with genuine boxing skill. Rogan admitted that Paul has earned his place in the sport, even as a controversial figure.
Yeah, he'll never do that though. He knows. He knows way.
One, he's under contract. And
He's
two,
not his own boss.
And two, he won't do it. He knows better. He might
And it's
say,
funny to say like, yo, Conor McGregor is scared of Jake Paul, will never box.
Jake knows how to stir the pot, no doubt about it, Rogan said. But let's not forget, this is Mike Tyson we're talking about. Even at 58, the man's a warrior. Jake might think he's ready, but Tyson's DNA is built for combat. Despite Rogan's admiration for Tyson, his primary concern remained the fighter's safety. "The last time they fought, I was relieved Mike didn't get hurt," Rogan said, referring to their first matchup, which Paul won by unanimous decision. Boxing is no joke, and at this stage of his life, one wrong punch could have serious consequences. "I just want Mike to come out of this safe, whether he takes the fight or not." The $700 million figure is staggering, even by boxing's extravagant standards. To put it in perspective, this amount eclipses the combined earnings of many of history's most lucrative fights.
I'm one of the lucky ones. I made a little bit of money. I don't have 50 million to bet with you, but I do have 3 million to bet with you. So this is your offer. $3 million. You put 3, I put 3. Winner takes all. I'm 5 years out the ring. I'm a kickboxer.
Rogan expressed amazement at the scale of the deal, calling it game-changing for the sport. "This is unprecedented," he said. "We're talking about a payday that could redefine what's possible in sports entertainment. But we also have to ask, is it worth the risk?" Tyson's legacy is priceless, and no amount of money should put his health on the line. Rogan also commented on the role of Saudi Arabia in reshaping the boxing landscape.
But let's say he would call you to fight. Would you take it?
Yeah, I mean, Jake and I actually talk. He's an all right guy. There was a time we were talking about fighting each other, and I think if this arrest didn't happen, it probably would have come to fruition. We'll see what happens.
Under Turki Al-Sheikh's leadership, the nation has hosted numerous blockbuster events, blending spectacle with innovation to attract younger audiences. "What Al-Sheikh is doing is fascinating," Rogan said. "He's not just promoting fights, he's creating global events that draw massive attention. Love it or hate it, he's changing the game." The rematch proposal has sparked debate among fans and analysts alike. On one hand, it promises an unforgettable spectacle and a chance for Tyson to reclaim glory. On the other, it raises ethical concerns about the physical toll on an aging fighter. Rogan urged caution, emphasizing that Tyson's well-being should come first. "Mike's done it all. He's fought the best, conquered the world, and inspired millions," Rogan said. "He doesn't need this fight to validate his legacy. If he decides to do it, I hope he does it for the right reasons, not just the money." As the world waits to see if Tyson and Paul will step into the ring again, Rogan's perspective adds a thoughtful layer to the conversation. Beyond the glitz and glamour, he reminds us of the human element, of a legendary fighter who has already given so much to the sport.
Come on, fight!